Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to draw an eye using alcohol ink markers and some rubbing alcohol. And I'm going to be using my own eyes as a reference today. So starting with pencil, to create the shape of the eye, we're going to start with a curve over the top. And for the bottom, it'll be a little bit straighter of a line, but still curves into this corner here. We'll create two curved little lines for the corner of the eye and draw a line that goes parallel to the bottom. This is the bottom edge of the eye. And a curve over the top for the eyelid. Now for the iris, the colored part of the eye, we're going to draw a large circle that actually comes out from under the top eyelid and runs into the bottom eyelid. For the pupil of the eye, I'm going to start by drawing a dot in the center and draw an X through it to make sure that I'm drawing an even circle. So practicing drawing a circle first, I'm laying it down, sketching to make it round because circles are hard to draw. And then I will erase that center X, as well as any of my messy lines. And finally, I'm going to leave a circle for a highlight that I'm going to be making white at the end. Now that I have my basic pencil drawing down, I'm ready to start using my markers. Well, the markers that I'm using today are alcohol ink markers by Adaxi Arts, and I'm starting out with gray for the edges of the white of the eye. After I've layered a darker gray along the edge and a lighter gray inside of that, I'm actually using rubbing alcohol on a Q-tip to sort of blend that alcohol ink marker out into the white. Now that dries pretty quickly, so I'm going to move in with a flesh color marker for the corner of the eye. For the pupil of the eye, I'm using black, and I'm making sure to outline where that highlight will be, although at the end I am going to use a white paint pen to make my highlights. For the iris, or the colored part of the eye, I'm going to start by outlining the circle with a dark blue. I'm going to go with mostly blues for the center of the eye. I'm going to start laying a pattern in here with these darker blue lines. Next, starting right around the pupil, I'm taking a very light blue and filling the entire space in around the iris with light blue. Next, I'm building more of that darker blue around the outer part of the iris so the color gets lighter as it moves toward the pupil. Finally, I'm filling in the spaces between the lines with dark blue, so I have a pattern of light blue and dark blue. Next, I'm going to use rubbing alcohol on a Q-tip to add little dots of the alcohol. This will diffuse the color and blend it to make it have a softer look. Once those colors have dried, I'm going to go in now and create the skin tones. Starting with the darker brown towards the edge of the eyelid, I'm going to start darker and work my way out with tan and flesh skin tones. Notice that I'm using very painterly strokes, being loose and overlapping my colors as I go out. Now that I've put all of my layers of skin tones in, I'm ready for the eyelashes. The final layer is using the chisel tip of my black alcohol ink marker. I'm doing loose strokes, making sure the tip gets thinner at the edge of each lash. My final touch is to use a white paint marker and gently go back in and add white highlights. And now I have completed my eye tutorial using alcohol ink markers. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and like.